So you earned a degree that leads to another degree. We're talking poli-sci, psychology, biology, something where you need graduate or professional school to truly become employable in the degree. But you've decided for your own reasons, whether financial or lack of interest or changed your mind, whatever reasons, that you're not going to pursue this other degree. What do you do now with a poli-sci degree or a bio degree? Okay, this is what I would do. First things first, finish your bachelor's. If you are right at the end of the degree, go ahead and finish it, even if you feel like it's quote unquote useless, especially here in Florida where you have bright futures paying for it. Finish up and finish up on time or early even if you can. While you are there, if you have extra credits for bright futures, go ahead and maybe earn some certificates that might be employable. Look at your particular university, see what certificates you can get. Some of them may make you more employable in another field or in your field in something specific. But what I would really do is look with an eye toward something I could do that is AI proof, that I could do quickly once I finish my bachelor's degree. So here's what I would do. I would look at my local state school, and then I would look under AS degrees to see all of the different 2-year AS degrees that they offer, because these are the hands-on technical degrees that can allow you to get a job that is relatively AI proof, and that may even be able to use some of the courses you already have. So the first one that I looked at here was radiography. I think it's limited access, so you probably do have to apply. But look, you already have a lot of these courses probably if you're a bio major, even if you're not a bio major. General biology, ENC 1101, these are all gen eds. Intro to healthcare. If you don't have this, take it. Take it while you're still in college. Anatomy and physiology, exploring digital technology. These are all really basic gen ed type classes. Maybe anatomy and physiology might be a little more advanced, but it's still a gen ed. Okay, so I count here 8 classes to me that look like just gen eds that you probably already have. Oh, 9, because we have this civic literacy core requirement. You've already got that. 10, humanities requirement. Okay, so out of the 77 credits, 30 of them are things that you already have, which would mean you'd only need 47 credits. Could you do this in maybe a year? Well, if you did, what kind of job would you get? So I looked it up in Florida. You would get a job that paid between $71,000 and $80,000 annually, which is decent money and is certainly more than you're going to make with just a bachelor's degree in a field that requires a graduate degree. All right, another one I looked at was medical sonography. And again, the courses, a lot of them were courses that you already have. General bio, Com 1, medical terminology, which you probably would have to take if you didn't have it already. Anatomy and physiology. Like, say it's somebody who wanted to go to med school and decide they didn't want to go to med school, I bet you'd have all of these things, or at least most of them. If you didn't have all of them, you could go ahead and take them before you go to, before you graduate. Okay, so let's see. 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38. 38 are the credits so far I'm counting as credits you already have. So 77 minus 38 puts you at 39 credits that you would need just to get this degree. I wonder if you could do that really quickly over the course of a year. All right, so do they have what the, okay, they don't have a, and what would your expected outcome be here? I did look that up. And diagnostic medical sonographers in Florida make $78,000 to $84,000 per year, with certain high demand cities like Miami making over $100,000 annually. Entry-level positions start at 52 to 67. So maybe these are lower pay than what you would have originally been thinking for whatever you were planning after graduate school, but it doesn't matter if you're not going to graduate school. This is a salary. These are careers that are relatively AI-proof and that have growth potential. These are careers where you can definitely get hired, and where going to school might only take you a year if you have all of the core courses and you can somehow just take the major level courses for these degrees. And a bonus, state schools love to help students. So if you are a student going back to school after you got your bachelor's, Even if you're going right back to school, apply to their foundation. They love to help students. They love to give scholarships. Your local scholarship foundation may help you. You can find scholarships out there to fund this education. And if you have to follow a prescribed curriculum in these degrees and you already have a good number of the courses, you may be able to work part-time while you are going to school. So if you don't have to take those 38 credits that you already have from your gen eds, then if you just have to take the major courses, maybe even if it's a prescribed curriculum, maybe you're only taking 9 credits a semester and everybody else is taking 12 and you can work part-time. Look, what I'm saying is all isn't lost. If you majored in biology, you can still go get a biology-based career. And I'm not saying you have to do this forever. I'm just saying that this is something that's employable right now while you figure out what you want to do. Because with the changing student loan landscape, a lot of people are thinking, yeah, I don't think I want to put myself in that kind of debt, especially private loan debt, in order to go to professional school, when at this point I'm not sure it's worth it. I mean, and that's perfectly valid and perfectly fair. So again, I focused on the bio-based stuff on here, but say you majored in political science, I don't know, look for something technical maybe, or something like the cybersecurity or the crime scene technology, or I don't know, I mean, look for something maybe that sparks your interest, but on the AS side where you can get a job. It's perfectly okay to decide, you know what, I'm not going to go to law school. I'm not going to put myself into a mortgage worth of debt for a career that very well could be vastly different in 3 years when I graduate, and that may not have employment for even half of the graduates that are coming out of law school at that point because of AI. So it's okay to change course. Jobs that are in the trades or the more technical side of things are not lesser than jobs that are more academic, period, point blank. And a paycheck is a paycheck, y'all. So that's what I would do. And follow my TikTok for more helpful high school and college content.